Hello viewers, how are you? My name is Danish Raza and I am an HSC professional. Right now I am going to discuss the control measures for confined space. In confined space is a high risk work activity. There are some general principles that should always be applied. First of all, do not work inside a confined space if it is possible to do the work in some other way. Also, if confined space entry is the only way to do the work, then competent person must carry out risk assessment. A safe system of work must be developed for the confined space entry. Emergency arrangement must be put in place as part of that safe system of work. Then confined space entry must be under permit to work control only. Also, all personnel must be trained. Uh, these are the general control measures for work in confined space. Then a list of the control measures that are necessary in confined space are permit to work as mandatory requirement. Then confined space entry standby man. Then gas test prior to job and during the job. Uh, then sufficient lighting must be um, assessed and arranged, then sufficient ventilation must, then confined space entry plan including all the arrangements of entry, exit and particular job that must be done, have to be done in confined space must be considered accordingly. Then confined space entry plan must be considered. Then isolation means lotto of all sources of energy including electrical, mechanical, elastic potential energy. Then use of non-sparking tools if there is a risk of flammable vapors. Then use of personal protection. And then training for the worker in confined space must be provided. A small recall for factors to be considered when designing control measures in confined space. First of all, access arrangements must be considered. Then, likely atmosphere to be encountered must be considered. Then, persons at risk are considered accordingly. Then task or work needed to be done is properly assessed. Then materials and equipment that are used in particular job that must be that have to be done in confined space must be considered. Then method of working must be considered. Also consider the hazard inherent in the plant along with the hazard from neighboring plant in order to do the work safely. Then reliability of the safeguard including PPEs must be considered when designing the appropriate control measures to work in confined space. That's it. Hope you have understand the conceptual detail with respect to occupational health and safety. In case of any query, feel free to contact. Thank you.